The Joe Rogan Experience.
Joey Diaz was telling me a story once about how he had to take a shit, so he took a shit in the bathtub, and then he had to smush it with his foot to get it to go down the drain, and it all wouldn't go down.
And that's when he was too fat to use the toilet.
Dude, he told me a few times.
Do you remember those logs? He used to leave logs, and he'd say, "Come look at this," and he would go in there. No, when he was really big.
He couldn't read his ass shit. Pushed him front of the toilet, so he couldn't get all the way back there.
So his giant shits would they would land on the beach in front of the water. They didn't land on the water, so they never really flushed.
Oh my god!
So you just see them and they're like. Bleh.
He sends me photos.
All the time.
Yeah,
all the time. Now that he texts, he's texting like a fucking ninth grader.
Yeah.
He's like, yo, you see the monkey on this chick?
He sends me pictures.
Everything.
Dude, my shits in Colombia from all the greasy, oily banuelos and chicharrones. It was the first of all, many times a day, and it was this it was just
probably healthy,
like soft serve, like. It was like if you fed a puppy too many treats.
Bro, when Marsha was a puppy, one thing that happens to some dogs is when they're babies, they try to eat their shit. And so he was shitting and trying to eat it at the same time. So he'd spin around in a circle and try to bite it as it was coming out of the hole. So he was trying to eat it right out of the tap.
Right out of his ass.
Yeah.
Joey told me one time that he was about shitting in the shower. And he was like, yeah, it was great. I did it all the time. I was like, you fucking... shit in the shower? And he's like, yeah. He goes, and then he's like, if it's like a log, I'll just shit and then I just toss it to the toilet. And I was like, come on.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. And then he said that.
How much practice is he having doing that?
Well, I know
he must have missed before.
Crumpled piece of paper, you go for the can and you miss.
Oh, missing that.
Missing would be so bad.
He said that. I go, did you stop? That's so fucking revolting. Did you? He goes, he's like, I had to. I go, why? He goes, my wife saw me do it one time, and she said, no more.
My wife saw me do it.
Can you imagine walking in on someone with shit in their hand, like
throwing
I can explain.
shit?
Oh my god, it's hilarious.
I didn't want to live in the bathtub.
I farted once in the shower and I shit all over the place.
You did?
Yeah. I wasn't feeling that good, and I farted just all over the floor. But I have one of those, those handheld jammies, and I just had to
rinsing it down.
Oof. I was in that shower for like a half an hour, and then I squirt shampoo all over the bottom.
You're like, this will do it. This will clean it
down.
Like it's a murder scene.
And then I left, and then I came back in just to get a fresh smell of it.
Yeah.
Because olfactory senses are weird because they don't detect smell; they detect changes in smell.
That's right.
That's why people in Pennsylvania who live near those cattle ranches,
they don't smell it
They
anymore.
don't smell shit anymore.
Right.
Because if you go to, like, my parents used to live in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania, and I used to go to drive to visit them from the city. Oh my God, there's a stretch that you drive that's all just cattle ranches. It's just horrible fucking smell.
I'll be there on the Birdie Boy tour.
It's a great town. It's a great town.
It smells like what?
They'll be happy there. It smells like death and shit. Because two things that are happening there: slaughterhouses and fucking and cow shit.
Cow shit, yeah.
So you just get this, like, that methane stuff that they talk about, like being a contributor to greenhouse gases. That's fucking legit, 100%. And apparently they can do something about that if they just add a certain amount of seaweed to a cow's diet.
You just blew my mind. So smell it's the change in smell that you notice.
Yes.
It's not the smell.
Right. That's why people don't notice they stink. That's also why when you smoke a joint, you don't notice it. But everybody else around you, they come, oh my God, you guys are high as fuck. They come in the room and they smell weed.
Why Indian people can live in Indian people's homes.
Oh, you piece of shit. Bro, it's curry. It's not bad. I had Indian food tonight.
I love Indian food. First time I ever had... I never had Indian food. When I was in Russia, we got lap dances from these strippers, and they had all eaten Indian food. I'd never smelled curry before. So I'd only grown up in Florida. We didn't have Indian restaurants, and I lived in Tallahassee. And the smell was so disgusting. I was like, these are the most disgusting smelling women I've ever been with. Cut to probably 15 years later, I'm having dinner with my wife. First time I ever had Indian food, and they bring it. We walk in the restaurant, and I go, dude, it smells like a Russian hooker. I'm about to come in my pants. And I realized, it must have been Indian food.
Oh my God, it's hilarious.
That blows my mind. It's just the change in smell that you notice. That's why when you fart,
yeah, right. You
That's
smell it.
fucking
When you
awesome.
smell
right.
for a second, yeah.
Yeah,
but you're
all
also-
factory senses are designed to detect changes.
You're not. Your brain sends a signal to you that
To be
the
ready
smell,
for it.
and that's why it doesn't affect you as much as someone else's.
No,
fart.
there's something
No,
about
you're
there's
ready
a
for it.
Oh,
relief.
this fucking is blowing my mind right now.
Yeah.
That's why people that smell don't know they smell.
Well, there's also a thing about your farts that smell good to you because there's something in your body. It's like there's something in your brain. It triggers like that you're having a relief. It's like there's a buildup and then you smell the smell and it's like because it signifies the relief. That you know that feeling when you have to fart. It's like when you're in your car and you fart and then you start wafting the smell up to you like not bad.
Bro,
pretty-
I'll
pretty bad.
fart in a pillow and take it to the face. I love my farts.
That's
Do you
a
ever
little
do-
much. Do you ever fart in your bed and your wife is in the bathroom and you're like, oh my god, I gotta get a pillow out and fucking fan. this
Fan.
room.
No. That's
do
when
it
I
in
go.
the
That's when I
covers
hold it
and-
down and I go, hey, do me a favor.
You're a bad person.
Check
Tom
under the
and I are good
bed.
people. Tom and I are good people. We
Tom
fans.
does it to
Oh,
Christina. No way he does not.
I know what I do is I do more theatrical stuff. Like,
I'll take this to the next. I want to hear your story
well,
first.
I do things like I'll do like leg kicks as I fart, or I'll pull my legs back like I'm changing my diaper kind of position. She doesn't like it at all. She doesn't like it at all. My mom today farted for like 12
His mom
seconds.
farts.
Bro,
And I was
epic
like,
farts.
give me a
farts is
fucking
great.
heads up if you're
That
going to do
one
this.
that your mom did when you caught her in the kitchen, then
Yeah.
she turns and looks at you.
The look on
That
her
is-
face was-
You need to take her to a doctor.
Oh,
there might be
that's-
something going on.
Standard
She might be
operating
standard?
procedure. Yes.
A foot
All
of
li-
extra
all her life?
intestines.
All life. Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
All her
I'm telling you,
life.
today she broke it easily. And I go, why don't you fucking tell me so I can record it? And she goes, give me $150,000.
150.
Give me 100.
Man.
Tom, I'll give her 150
Jesus.
for that vibe.
Yeah.
Video.
But it's pretty
Wow.
impressive.
Hold on. Let's hear this.
Oh, yeah.
Go from the beginning.
Hold on, before you play. Were you just randomly filming her? You weren't thinking it was coming, were you?
No, here's what's happened. I said something about, I go, yeah, you think you have one? And she thought we were just like bantering.
You think you have one fart?
Yeah. And I saw her just turn and I go, oh, I think she might. And you know, the beauty of these things is like pull it out and I just hit the camera from the lock screen and then she just didn't know.
Let me hear this.
Oh, this is the loop. This is the loop.
But here's the look on her face when she turns around and she sees that camera pointed at her.
Slow
Look at this. Look, she's smiling right there. She's smiling right there.
You're not my son anymore.
You're not my son. You're not my son anymore.
Oh, and I made merch that said, you're not my son anymore. And I would send it to the house. She got so mad.
You're not my son anymore.
Oh my God.
She's the Argentinian?
She's Peruvian.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, that's hilarious.
Best one I ever did is when the girls were little, like babies. I farted in a McDonald's cup and I put my hand over it and I went,
Like a Scooby-Doo scream?
You poison your babies?
I go, girls, I just caught a butterfly. And they're like, what? And I look, both of them are like, I don't sound like literally immediately.
You did it to me once at the Irvine Improv.
Oh, it's a
were
good
like-
really
one.
capture a fart in a cup?
Oh,
No,
yeah.
if it happens,
he let out like you know when it's like hot death, like when you
when you feel
like
warm,
mountain,
when
you're
they're
like
warm.
it's warm and then you're like
They're
this is
tricky.
also rotten. This is like
Yeah.
a rotten one.
Right.
I was across like the lobby from him in the club and he was like, hey, come here. Like he signaled like I gotta tell you something. I go, what? And I ran up and like it just hit me like a brick to the face. Like it was
dude.
You're-
I have sometimes with my stomach. I told this to Tom a long time on our podcast. I took a shit in Japan once that was so bad. The guy in the stall next to me threw up. And Joe, we were in Japan. I thought he was talking to me. He's like, "Ugh," and I'm like, I don't know what you're saying. No Japanese, dude. And that's by the way, that's happened twice. It happened once in Denver. I've made people throw up.